And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in, get mentally ready for another hard welcome. And what better way to celebrate the end of the week? Friday night basketball on 2K Sports. Here alongside Tim Legler and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson with Ali LaForce joining us courtside. And checking out the New Orleans opening lineup. Mills with a screen on James. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call. Well, Grant, we are creeping closer to the halfway point of the season. And some teams have really found their identity.
Yeah, that's right, B.A. We know who most of these squads are now. And their opponents do too. And as the year goes on, the better the scouting reports get.
Pass to the captain. And there's the rejection. Here's Rainman to the inside. Big Smooth gets the bucket.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
The captain, pass to Washington. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Deflects the pass for three. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
And that one's good.
Wow, what skill level to get that floater up and in right there. Nicely done.
Outside Mills. Inside. And he goes in for the dunk.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
Here's Big Daddy. Washington's shot is good. Washington's got his second bucket on the night.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Pass to Rainman. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires the three. The captain with a rebound. For Detroit, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Big Smooth. He's guarded by Washington.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
First free throw is good. So hits one and misses one at the line. And here's Detroit. They trail by 1.
And they came away with the win because everyone contributed. The starters, the bench, they all played as a unit.
And it means they will go deep into their bench again. It worked in the last matchup. Might as well spread more minutes around.
Pass to Big Smooth. To the middle. It's stolen away. Here's the captain. The shot's good on the assist by James.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
And give him a lot of credit for his effort right there running the floor.
Here's Big Smooth. Check by James. 6 to shoot. There's the screen. Big Smooth. And again, New Orleans no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
To the paint. Ooh, they pick off the pass. The rebound by Detroit. The captain's got 4 rebounds now.
It's been a rough quarter for him. I think patience can help. Take the shots that are there. Don't force it.
Here's Washington, and Washington powers it through.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, BA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. The Wizard passes to Washington. Here's Big Daddy. His last outing, he had 20. Here's the Wizard. Drills it from deep. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Detroit.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense. Getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
And then there's the points off turnovers. They've really made the other team pay when they've lacked ball security.
And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Let's take this time to see the teams who were picking the most pockets over the past month. In the third spot, Detroit.
They've really gotten after it at the defensive end, and that's been generating turnovers.
New Orleans trails by 8. Here's Big Smooth. Coming in off 12 points in his last outing. To snap the cold streak. The captain with a rebound. The captain's got 5 rebounds in the game. James passes to the captain. Here's Big Daddy. Here's the Wizard. Yep, that one's good. The Wizard's got 5 points.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, the NBA understands its future is electronic. Commissioner Adam Silver said the vast majority of people consume us through media, not in person. Our social media audience is the highest of any league and continuing to grow exponentially. So there's no lack of interest in this game. Back to you, Ryan.
It's a beautiful thing. Okay, Allie, good stuff. Here's the Wizard. 5 points in the game. Pass to the captain. Unloads. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
In this league, you have to stay active at both ends of the floor. I thought their lackluster defense was the difference in the game.
That's a great point, and you can also add poor communication. The rotations were slow and sometimes not even there at all.
Here's Slim. Last game for him, he had 14. And the jumper is good.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Lets the three fly. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. And here's Detroit. They're on a 17-5 run. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul, first team foul.
Detroit shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second one. And here's New Orleans now. 11-point game. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And the layup is good off the glass.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
For New Orleans, they've gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. And despite the NBA's popularity, some folks criticizing the wide-open style of play.
Yeah, you know, BA, some of the artistry is lost when guys are mostly hunting for open threes. But for some teams like the Celtics and Warriors, that's been a championship-winning formula. And, well, we all know it's a copycat league.
There's a screen. Just 4 to shoot. Fires from deep. And they recover it. Pass to Andrews. The 3 ball. The rebound by Detroit.
You really need to take advantage of those looks because the defense won't give you many of them.
Here's Scott. Here's Rodriguez. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. These are his first free throws of the game.
At the line for Detroit, Rodriguez. Taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time. New Orleans trails by 15. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Here's the Wizard. He's got 5. Misses in close. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the first.
Tough call for his coach. Second foul already. We'll see how much the staff trusts him.
Washington's checked in for Scott.
Detroit, number 28, Quincy, Washington.
.133 left in the first quarter. From outside, off the mark.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Now here's Washington. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. Over the previous month, we look at the best when it comes to scoring. And here's New Orleans now, trailing by 13. Pass to Slim. And again, New Orleans no good. 59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Washington passes to the Wizard. Here's Rodriguez. Blocked! And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
Pass to the Wizard. Washington outside. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And New Orleans making a change here.
Team foul. At the line for Detroit, Washington. One shot.
And that one falls for Washington. And here's New Orleans now. It's a 16-point game. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
The three is up. Washington grabs the miss.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
Here's Big Smooth. The three. He can't get it to go. And so it's Detroit, feeling confident. 18-point lead to end that quarter. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We'll be right back after this word. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And looking at what we've seen from Detroit, what do you guys think?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
It's reflected in their assist totals. This is a great start offensively.
So for New Orleans right now. Slim, pass to Mills. The captain with a rebound. The captain's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And you might think the toughest picks are set by the bruisers. But some say the shooters actually set the best screens. Why is that?
Well, the guy guarding a shooter doesn't want to leave their side. So when they screen you, you get no help.
And Detroit making a change here. Scott's checked in. And here's New Orleans now. And that's a one-game homestand for the club. Mills with a screen on James. Here's Big Smooth. Check by James. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Pass to the captain. Stolen by Mills. Here's Rain Man. Check by James. Here's Rain Man. They set a pick. Down low. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. To the inside. Here's Scott. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. And Detroit leads by 19. Here's Rainman. He's guarded by Washington. Pass to Big Smooth. Big Daddy grabs the board.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Launches a three. And Washington with the basket on the assist by James. Washington's got 6 here in the quarter. Here's Big Smooth. Check by James. To the paint. Here's Mills. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, they have just found the better looks, and they are capitalizing.
And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Making a change here. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Pass to Rainman. Here's Big Smooth. Check by James. 5 on the clock. Here's Big Smooth. And again, New Orleans no good.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Washington outside. And Detroit another three.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. No good from 11 feet.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
For New Orleans, they've gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. And they pick up 2. He's got 5.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
James passes to the captain. Washington inside. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Driving to the basket. Here's Big Smooth.
And that is his 3rd foul of the half. Now they've got to make a tough decision.
And here's New Orleans now. Connects from downtown. Big Smooth's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
They set the pick to the middle. Big Daddy's shot is good.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Inside. Big Smooth gets the bucket. Big Smooth's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And I like the fact they didn't settle there. They worked for a higher percentage shot.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. chance now to show you the best three-point threats at shooting guard over the past month. Oh, got a piece of it. And now New Orleans on the break. Flushes it down to finish the break.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
Here's Scott. Clock at 6. From deep. Kept alive. He can't get that one to fall. New Orleans trails by 18. Here's Slim. And he dunks it down.
Whoo! Not a lot of resistance from the D.
That's the last guy you want to leave open.
If you get that much daylight, only one thing is on your mind: a strong finish.
Pass to the captain. To the inside. Detroit moving the ball around. And again, no good by Detroit. For New Orleans, they've gotten 8 of 12 attempts to drop since the beginning of the second. Slim misses. Detroit leading by 16. Washington outside. Here's Scott. Back to Washington. No good with a layup. Here's New Orleans now. They're on an 11-2 run. Here's Slim. Pure from three-point range. Slim's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
Pass to the captain. Down low. Here's Rainman. He's guarded by Washington. Here we go. Ahead. The finish! And Washington powers it through.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
In this league, you run whenever you can. It's so much easier to score in transition.
And there's a pick. From downtown. The shot by Rayman, no good. Detroit leading by 15. Pass to Scott. Here's Rodriguez. Now here's Washington. And Washington powers it through.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. And here's New Orleans now.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
There's a minute 54 left in the first half. Pass to Slim. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Well, every team is looking for wings who can defend multiple positions. Who's at the top of your list, Tim?
Yeah, I look at a guy like Lou Dort. Look at a guy like Jaden McDaniels. They've got length, a whole lot of want to, and they've got the ability to guard multiple positions.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he makes both from the line.
And having a big man like him who's efficient from the line used to be a luxury, but it's becoming more and more common.
Here's the Wizard. He's got 5. There's the 3. Can't get it to go. Shooting 10 for 15 now.
Yeah, and they've taken their foot off the gas a little. They were much more aggressive to start the game and really getting their opponent in early foul trouble. And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Three-pointer. Andrews grabs the board. Here's New Orleans now. They're on a 16-6 run. He's guarded by Washington. Pass to Rainman. Fires from the wing. The captain with a rebound. The captain's got 5 rebounds in the game. To the paint. Here's Rodriguez. And he banks in the layup. And Detroit leads by 17.
And they're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
27 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Pass to Andrews. Can't connect from short range. Detroit leading by 17.
Yeah, just hold for the last shot. Don't give them another possession at all.
Clock management is everything right here. Time and score are paramount.
Here's Slim. Misses from short range. And so it's Detroit, leading by 17 at the end of the period. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for Detroit.
They're taking the traditional approach of working it inside and then going outside. That stretched out that defense.
Yeah, it's about time. Once you establish that inside game, everything away from the bucket opens up.
All right, fellas. Let's now take a look at what's to come on the upcoming schedule.
You look at Detroit, you watch their games, they've had some highs, some lows, still putting it all together.
Which you could say about most teams around this time of year.
Yeah, not a big insight, big fella.
What?
No, we're just messing with you. We're just messing with you.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Here's the Wizard. They've got James, and it's the captain in at the 4-man position. That's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5 as we get going in the second half. The 3 from Washington. It's hauled in by New Orleans. To the middle. Here's Big Smooth. The shot's good. Big Smooth's got 9.
You know, you just love to start the second half this way. What a play call.
Well, it's nice to get a layup that can get your offense flowing.
And here's Washington. And Washington powers it through.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. New Orleans trails by 17. Pass to Rainman. About a minute played here in the second half. Here's Big Smooth. Off target from 3-point range.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
The Wizard. There's the block. Pass to Rainman. Just 5 on the clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Doesn't go that time. Detroit leading by 17. Here's the Wizard. A quick shot there. It's off target.
That's a cold start out of the break. Only one of his first 4 has he gotten to go.
Big smooth. Passes to Mills. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. Tim, growing up in the D.C. area, at what point did you fall in love with the sport of basketball?
Well, BA, the first team I loved were the Washington Bullets in the late 70s with Elvin Hayes. They won that one championship in Washington. But Larry Bird coming into the league in 1980 really changed everything for me. That's when I truly fell in love with the sport, emulating a guy like that.
Greatest player from the DMV?
Well, I guess I'd have to say Kevin Durant, certainly.
And Tim Legler, of course.
Even better answer.
And the second free throw is good. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Pass to Big Daddy. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
He did a lot of damage at the free throw line in their last game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops the first. No good on the second free throw. New Orleans trails by 17. Down low. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Well, he's had it rolling all night. He just hasn't had enough support to give them the lead.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. And that one's good. Washington's gotten 4 this quarter.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Making a change here. Scott's checked in. And now looking at the 2K leaderboard. Here's a view of which teams last year got after it with their shot blocking. The 4th spot held by Detroit. 5th, New Orleans.
One look at last season's shot blocking numbers, and it's clear that these are 2 squads that love to play the physical game down in the paint.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Takes the 3. And again, New Orleans no good.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively. And that's having a ripple effect.
Shoots. The Wizards' shot is off.
I don't know if you can credit the defense for that. It was just a missed opportunity.
Pass to Rain Man. They set the screen. Got a piece of it. And out of bounds. Detroit will have it. And New Orleans making a change here.
Number 45. Number 45.
Detroit leading by 17. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Tries the spin move. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
Pass to Big Smooth. Lets it go from deep. Big Daddy grabs a board. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
They were totally in sync on that play. Targeted the pass beautifully.
Here's Big Smooth. Check by James. Outside Mills. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Clock at 4. Pulls up on the wing. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Detroit leading by 21.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Second personal foul, second team foul.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Detroit.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
The first free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. For New Orleans, they've gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. So are dynasties a thing of the past? Well, Commissioner Adam Silver said, I'm fine with dynasties, and I'm fine with new teams emerging every year. What the fans want to see is great competition. As long as teams are emerging through great management, let the results happen however they play out. Guys, back to you.
Now you just want a fair fight. All right, Allie, thank you. New Orleans has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Looking to win the run. The rebound by Detroit. Big Daddy's got 4 rebounds in the game.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational. And they're just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
Pass to the Wizard. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 6. From the arc. Nails it from 3. The Wizards got 7 points for the quarter.
He has been in a great flow tonight, converting at a high rate.
And the basket by Andrews.
Getting the ball inside, usually a pretty good recipe.
Here's Scott. Inside.
New Orleans foul. Number 67. First personal foul, 4th team foul. At the line for Detroit, Rodriguez. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Six on the shot clock. Takes a three. The rebound by Detroit.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Here's the captain. Blocked! Here's Slim. 11 points in the game. This one for three. The captain with a rebound. The captain's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's the Wizard. To the inside. Andrews grabs the board. Tipped. And as it goes out of bounds, New Orleans will keep possession. And let's take an early look at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. No matter who ends up competing, you know it's going to be a show.
And the best part, BA, every year we see something different, something new. I can't wait.
Well, you look at Washington, and I could see him moving even higher up in the ranks. He's certainly a talented guy up in the air.
He is for sure, but this list is just packed with real aerial artists. This dunk contest is really going to be something special.
And as All-Star Weekend gets closer, we'll of course update you on how things are looking. But this year already promises plenty of standout performances.
Yeah, this is going to be a dunk contest you don't want to miss.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
And Castleton pulls it down. For Detroit, they've gone 7 of 13 in the second half. 1:49 left in the third quarter. Uses the glass on the layup. He's got 5.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3-ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring. He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. A minute 20 left to play in the third. To the paint. Ball stolen. Fast break. Here we go. 4-3. The rebound by Detroit. The captain's got rebound number 8 now. .52 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Slim. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Shooting for New Orleans. Number 1 at the line for 2.
First one falls for him. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 43 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's the Wizard. He's got 14. Nails it from beyond the arc. Give him 8.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
19 seconds left in the third quarter.
Detroit foul. Number 7. First personal foul, third team foul. Shooting for New Orleans. Number 7, taking 2 shots.
And he makes a first. Both teams deciding to change it up. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Washington with the ball. 28 points for him. The three. And Detroit another three.
He must have visualized this one because everything is falling.
Here's Rainman. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Detroit cruising into the next quarter with a 30-point advantage. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. Back after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Well, the vision, the placement of the pass, and then the timing. You just can't do it any better.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So for New Orleans right now. Mills, the pass to Rainman. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Sutton. Misses the three. Well, New Orleans shooting just 37% so far in this one. Here's Rainman. Deflected. James outside. All right, Tim, you've covered the NBA for a long time now. What's one thing you wish you could change about how we cover the game?
Well, I think there's a temptation to boil it down to hot takes, and I'd much rather see us cover the appreciation that we all have for the nuances of the actual basketball.
The game has never been more skilled than it is right now.
Totally agree.
Here's Big Smooth. And he can't get that one. Good work defensively by James. Here's Washington. And Washington powers it through.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
For New Orleans, they've gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Here's Rainman. From behind the arc. They get it again.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Well, defensively, you've got to put a body on him. That guy will ruin you on the offensive glass.
And Washington powers it through.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Here's Big Smooth. Check by James. Pass to Big Smooth. Shot clock at 6. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
He put some rage into that one, B.A.
You're telling me. Now here's Washington. The D's right on him. And in recent years, Legs, we're seeing a lot of young teams having success. Also, depth playing big dividends. What's changed?
Well, I think with today's up-tempo style, more players have to cover more ground. It just makes sense that younger, deeper teams are better equipped to handle all that wear and tear.
Young players seem to be more welcome, too, in the NBA culture.
No doubt. They're going to get an opportunity sooner.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Pass to Rainman. And here's Mills. Here's Big Smooth. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Now here's Washington. Here's Big Daddy. Can't cash it in from close range. Here's Big Smooth. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Man, what focus. I mean, the hoop and the mark. Incredible.
And New Orleans making a change here.
Number 2 at the line for one.
And the free throw, no good. All right, Grant, as someone who played for and managed the U.S. men's national team, give us your all-time starting five.
And, you know, I think I'll go with two of the program's all-time leading scorers, Kevin Durant and Carmelo Anthony. And finally, you have to have Kobe Bryant because of just how he reset the culture in 2008.
Well, the defense was daring him to take that shot, and it paid off.
Here's Washington, and Washington powers it through.
Scoring this much while shooting this well. Insane.
And again, New Orleans, no good. For Detroit, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Washington. For New Orleans, they've gone 4 for 10 in the fourth. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
They set the pick. Down low. Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Scott passes to Washington. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Well, Legs, being a GM in the NBA is a tough gig. What's the most important part of the job, in your opinion?
Well, BA, evaluating talent is still the main responsibility of the job. That includes drafting, free agency, even selecting a coach. But then it's about building relationships, establishing communication, and culture.
Ooh, it sounds like a lot of qualifications that you have.
Well, I'm pretty comfortable right here, if that's okay.